Hey Michael, how you doing? Okay, changed up the background. I thought that was a good idea. Let's go ahead and jump to the composition. Now, I think the first thing, the most obvious thing I think in this composition is the size. So we can look. I've got my rulers on, but you can see if I jump over to image size, we can take a look that this file is incorrectly sized at 34.7 by 22 at a resolution of 72. Don't forget this has to be 8 by 10 at 300 ppi. That'll be strictly enforced too. So I would recommend not continuing with this particular composition. I would find your 8 by 10 at 300 and then compose or find that background and add it to your composition. Okay, so where else are we? We're showing layer masks. Excuse me, 1 second. Sorry about that. Anyways, layer mask. Yes, there are those guys. Let's see. We've got throwing knife, spear. There's a spear. Spear doesn't have masks, but that's okay because you're certainly showing proficiency with layer masking. So I'm not sure if that spear came in without, if it was a PNG without a background, then I get that. These extra layers that are turned off, you want to take those out of the file. Those add to file size. Even though they're turned off, they add to file size. So you want to get rid of those. Let me see. Yeah, you're showing proficiency in masking, so that's excellent. This was a great idea. This guy's kind of a wild man. He's got his hand up in the air, and he's got these spears. Let me jump over here and let's go ahead and take a look. So you've given him robot arms. When that's not necessarily going to work, and the reason that's not going to work is because they're not food related. So this guy is Flippin' Foods Fred. He's got to be made from food. Okay, so we can't just grab arms and put them on. You have to assemble arms or create arms based on food. So just try to build these arms, these kind of robot arms using food. That'll also be something that I'll be looking for in the final presentation as adhering to project specifications. It's a cute narrative. I think it's kind of funny. This guy's kind of gone a little crazy with Flippin' Foods. Fred's taking his toaster and kind of wreaking havoc on stage with these other foods. So interesting, very interesting. Now, the type, I think, is something that I would also recommend that you are conscious of in your final submission. Your final submission is going to be 8 by 10, so don't forget it's going to be like a rectangle like that. It's not going to be this kind of horizontal formatting. So keep that in mind. Okay, it's going to be 8 by 10. That's 8 inches wide by 10 inches high. So you want to think about how you're going to assemble the type in that tall, more narrow composition. The type here seems like it's randomly placed, so it has a little bit of a uncomfortable visual tension to it because it doesn't seem like it's really solidly placed with a good plan in place. And this other type behind it, I would recommend we just get rid of that. That's really super illegible, not readable. So let's go ahead and I think it just interferes honestly with the type and the rest of the composition. All right, so those would be my recommendations moving forward. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.